Hey, my dear students, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. So, I'm waiting for all of you guys. Hopefully, most of you will join with me very soon so that I can start my lecture today. So, this is our live class number 3. So, today we will deal with some grammatical aspects for the admission English, and also we will deal with some HS English as well. And we'll make a plan for the rest of the classes with you. If you need to change anything of the content of the class or the schedule of the class, anything. So I'm waiting. Let's see, because this is the 9:05. I'm supposed to join with you at 9 p.m. It's already 5 minutes gone. So I don't know, where are you? So if you join as early as possible, I think it will be better for me to give you the service today. So I'm just waiting. Okay, before you're coming to the class, I can talk about some important issues. Just I have made a plan to talk to you regarding this issue. So first of all, I would like to talk one thing. That is, what is needed for a good teacher. I mean, to be a good teacher, to be an efficient teacher in the classroom for the school level or the college level. This is not only for the English teachers, I'm saying. This is applicable for rest of the subjects as well, you know. So I have pointed out 15 points in English, but I will write it down in Bangla so that most of the Facebook readers and my students can go through the writing. That's why. So if I can discuss some of the points with you, I think it will not be bad. Yep, I have seen that till now only one student has joined, that is Nusrat Jahan Tisha. Thank you very much, Tisha. You can share the class in our messenger group so that the other students can watch that our class has already started. Could you please? Wa alaikum assalam. So I'm saying that you can participate also with me for the points, because I have jotted down the points from the international journal. So the points are, you know, if I want to give you a good lecture, if I want to teach you in a very good way, I need to be well prepared as first. I mean, a teacher needs to be prepared before going to the class, before starting his delivery in the class on any topic, whether it is English, physics, mathematics, chemistry, etc. Then the second point is organized. Here organized means well organized. A teacher has to be well organized as well. Here organization means the organization of tools for the requirement of the class. Say, for example, you can say duster, marker pen, and then diary, and then pen. And if the teacher feels he or she needs to use some extra tools for the better understanding of the students, they can use the tools as well. This is called organization. And also the teacher will learn, the teacher will go through before coming to the class, I mean the topic, what should he do in the class. So this is the second point. And the third point is a continuous learner. This is very important. Sometimes some of the students think that a teacher does not need to go through the topic, but I think this is not a correct notion, because without preparing properly, without learning continuously, a teacher cannot be updated. A teacher cannot what should I say, provide his information to the learners in a very good way. So I've seen that another student has already joined, and that is Nishat Nabila. Wa alaikum assalam. So could you please help way out so that the others can join with me ASAP. So Pranay Sarkar is there. So 3 students have joined. As most of the students are not here with me, that's why I'm talking about the issues of being a good teacher in the classroom. Okay. So I'm not talking about only the online class. It is mostly applicable for the offline class, I mean campus classes. Okay. So after a long gap, I have seen that Amita Sandudra is there. Wa alaikum assalam. Hopefully you will enjoy the full class, because without concentrating the full class, you cannot capture the gist of the class. That's why. So if I go to the fourth point, this is adaptable. Adaptability is very important. Sometimes some of my students ask me in the class that, sir, he said that you are doing such, so why don't you answer him in such a way? But in our class you said so. In that case, I answered that there is a variation of the learner, because I am to teach grammatical aspects in class 8, I mean in JSC level, sometimes in SSC level, sometimes in HSC level like you guys students, sometimes in university students. So what should I do? I don't need to change the topic, I don't need to change the theme of the grammar. Rather, I can change my presentation, rather I can change my way of delivery. This is called adaptability, because sometimes there are some students, if I talk to you in a very informal way, you may not be unhappy, rather you will be happy that the teacher is very funny and friendly with us. But if we do such kind of activities or behavior with other classes, they may mind with me, the teacher is not formal, so how can he conduct the class properly? Okay, Alhamdulillah, sir, I'm keeping fine, Pranay. And then the fifth point is constantly changing and never become stale. So for example, some of you already have mentioned in the class that, sir, when you were the teacher of school level, I mean when you taught us, when we are the students of school level, you taught us in a different way, because you were at that time very strict. But nowadays we have seen that in the classroom you are not so strict, you are very friendly, we can talk to on any topic, like, so this is the changing. The students will not change, because the students are ever growing human being, because they are growing in nature. But a teacher is, that's why the teacher should not be stable. He needs to change himself, or she needs to change with herself, so that she or he can be updated according with the demand of the time, demand of the students. That's why this is the point, that constantly changing and never become stale. Here stale means never, what should I say, backdated. Yeah, it is better to say. The sixth point I can mention, that is proactive. Do you know what I mean actually proactive? Sometimes you know the word active, you have to be active, sometimes we say. So what do you mean by proactive? Here, Rudri is here, you can listen to me. So proactive means before activity you have to be active, because sometimes what do you see in the cricket match, the national players before starting the main match, main tournament, and main batting or fielding or bowling, the players try to rehearsal with one another outside the field, right? So this is called proactive. They will be active in the field, but before being active they need to be proactive, so that they can perform well according to the demand of the game or match. In the same way, a teacher needs to be proactive as well. That's why you will say, you said already that some of your teachers in the school and college, they are not proactive. They come to the class and they take the class, and you are not happy, just you are passing time. This is called the lack of proactivity. Hopefully you are understanding me, though the topic is not for relating with today's class, but as you are not joining with me, that's why I have already started this topic. So can you listen to me properly and understand me? Because from the very beginning of the class and till now, I'm delivering my lecture in English. That's why. So if you find any difficulty or any problem, you can write here in the comment box and I will answer. So I'm discussing what I'm discussing here. The thing is that how can a good teacher do in the class, before and during the class. This is the thing. So already I have discussed the sixth one. The seventh point is communicates. Yeah, yes, this is very important. You will be, I don't know what will you feel if you listen to me. Some of my colleagues told me that sometimes I texted my students via online, via mobile phone. In that case, yeah, I agree with them, because some of the students might feel disappointment, or angry because why Sohag sir is texting us frequently, because I think I'm very friendly with them, with him or her. If I text her, because I'm not giving you any rough information or any vulgar information like cinematic information, or what should I say, any funny information, not like this. But if it is a group, yes, I can. But when I text you, what I text the course information, English related information, admission related information, or sometimes courtesy related information. Say for example, I'm not communicating with you long for 6 months, so what should I do? I will ask you, so how are you, what about your parents, how is your study, like this. This is called communication. Communication is a very important thing to become successful in life, not only for this stage but also for rest of the life as well, until death. There is a saying that maybe he is the dreamer of Grameenphone, Dr. Abdul Qadir. He said connectivity is the productivity. So how can you establish connectivity without establishing proper communication channel? That's why I like to communicate with you. Okay, so if you support, I know you can support us because you like me, you love me, you respect me. That's it. So what about others? And then now point number 8, networks. Here networks doesn't mean communication. Here networks means social networks, Google networks, email networks. Here it is a Facebook network, Instagram networks, WhatsApp networks, Snapchat networks. That way I'm talking about the communication ways. The ways are called networks here. Internet connectivity. This is networks. So a teacher has to be, some of the teachers are not aware of using online activity. That's why, yeah, they are very good teacher. They have enough knowledge to teach the students, but they are not capable of using technological devices with the students. That's why they can't take the class. Am I right or wrong? You can agree or disagree with me. But there are some teachers who are really technologically far better than I as well. I'm moderate. I'm not so poor or not so rich using technical devices. That's why. So this is very important about networks. And then inspires. This is the point number 9. Inspires means, a teacher must be encouraged by himself, because his prime duty is to encourage or inspire the students in the classroom, because he needs to motivate the students to go forward. Because you will study, you will learn, you will sit for the exam, you will be ambitious. How can it be possible if the teacher is not capable to show you the way, to show you the dream? Otherwise it will not be happy, otherwise it will not be enthusiastic to the topic. That's why a teacher should be inspiring character. Sometimes you see, though you are the students of science group, arts group, commerce group, some of you are from Adamji Cantonment College, some of you are from Mirpur Can College, some of you from Dhaka Residential Model College, some of you are from BCIC College, okay, Dhaka Commerce College, such and such colleges. But what do I do in the class? I have found, more than 10 colleges in a single, was 10 to 15 colleges students in a single classroom. But I technically handle all the students so that no student can be deprived of that. I might be, prioritized by the teacher. No, not like this. So I have seen that another student, Binti Islam, has joined. Yeah, Amita Sandrudro has written that, yep, audio is good, thank you very much. And Nishat Taslim is with me for today. And then the point number is 10. Do you feel bored? Am I speaking to you in English? And the topic is being a good teacher. Because, after completing your HS education, when you will be the university student, I don't know what is your address especially, but you need to be a teacher if you want to earn money in an honest way. If your senior brothers and sisters who are studying in different universities, they are earning money. The main way is to teach the students. This is called tuition. Now this is the moment of online education, but before that it was offline education. So you need to think about these issues properly. Being a teacher, you can be successful in practical life as well if you ponder over my issues minutely. So look at the point number 10. This is called compassionate. Compassionate means you need to make good the things, because some students can be of poor family, of rich family, or some students can be disturbed from personal problems, right? So I don't think that every student will be in same mentality at the same time, because they are from different background, and they came from different kind of mentality. That's why a teacher should be aware of their psychological aspects as well. Otherwise, if I teach in a very good way, in a presentable way, but even the topic is very important and the topic is important for the coming examination, they will not be attentive for my lecture. So that's why compassionate here means you need to think about the mentality or psychological point of view of the particular students in the classroom. This is called compassionate point. Now I have 15 points on this, so the 10 number point is completed. Now I can go to the point number 11. This is called respected. What do you mean respected? So when you enter the class, you write Assalamu alaikum. This is the matter of sawab, getting sawab. But another thing is that in the culture of Bangladesh, you say this is a matter of respect, because I'm a senior person. I know better than you regarding English, at least. I don't know about the other issues. So that's why you are respecting me. So I have to respect as well. Here I can respect to what the thing is that if you opine anything about any issue, I need to listen to you very properly, what should I say, very in a concentration way. So for example, when I listen to Amit Hassan Rudra, he's an expert of music. Expert means not the expert of Bangladesh, but the expert rather than general people, rather than you guys as well, at least. So if he talks about any tone, tune, lyrics, or no anything, so I need to listen to him very properly. So this is called respect to the students, because another student can cook well, another student can recite poems well. Say Tisha, a few days back, I saw that she recited a very good way poem, and she was receiving appreciation from her friend circles, even the family members as well. This is called respect. And there is a common notion, common speech, as well. If you don't respect anybody or anyone, you cannot deserve respect from them as well. It's a very common talk, without getting. But I try to respect your ego, not to respect you physically. Okay, and then the point number 12. This is called able to make learning fun. Oh my God, this is a key point. Most of the students already told me that, sir, your lecture is very nice, because all the teachers, I mean those who teach English or any other subject, they are capable of teaching. But what about the funny things? What about the making the lecture easier things? Making easy is very important in the classroom, because if I give you a lecture on any topic for 5 minutes, it can be clear to you. And if I can give you for 25 minutes, but it will not be clear to you. So there is a difference. This difference or this quality, do you know how can a teacher can be achieved? This is called experience. This is called research, mental research. There is a matter of preparation. The other points that I discussed earlier, they are very important as well. This is called able to make learning fun. Making fun in the classroom is important, because you can remember the teacher of primary school, you can remember the teacher of high school. The teachers, who are they? The teachers who could make fun in the classroom. Do you know there was a teacher who could make fun in the class like this? I can respect him. Then you can laugh. Now the point number is 13. I need only 2 to 3 minutes to capture the topic. Point number 13 is going above and beyond. Oh my God, this is a highly philosophical, highly psychological. If I can turn your mentality, beyond your materialistic world, this is called the quality of going above, beyond. So most of the students, what they think, most of the guardians, what they think that the students think that I will make a good result, I will be able to get golden GPA, then I'll get admitted in a university, right? And then I'll get a good job, then I will marry, right? Then I will earn some money and I will travel so many countries in the world and I will enjoy my life. This is the common tone, common note, or common target, or dream of life. But there are some students who think differently. They think differently. They try to innovate something. whatever their track is, science, arts, commerce, or subject, or according to their interest. So they can what should I say, invent new thing. This is called going above beyond. When I was a student of honors level, I had a teacher, I should mention her name, Professor Miss Najia. At that time she was Miss actually. So when she taught us Dr. Faustus, written by Christopher Marlowe, it is one of my favorite books, because it is a tragedy, and it is a book of inner conflict. So I will not go to the book of detail at this moment, but when the teacher delivered her lecture on that book, only for a few lines, we become puzzled, we become mesmerized, we became fascinated what she is going. When the 2 hours were gone, we didn't care, we didn't understand even. After that, then ting 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 was ringing on the rang was ringing. We have found that 2 hours have gone. So that's the things that going above and beyond. And the point number is 14. This is loving what they do. Another point is that if I don't love what I do, if I don't love what I teach, the lesson will not be interesting. You will not listen to me. This is important. If you speak something and if you don't have any interest about that topic, the audience, the spectators will not listen to you. This point is very easy to understand, because I need to feel it from my heart. I have to, what I am saying, the saying should be from my heart. The saying should be the combination of brain and heart. This is called loving what they do. I mean, say for example, there are some teachers, oh my God, I wanted to be a physics teacher. If I could be a physics teacher, I could earn a lot of money. But being an English teacher, most of the students nowadays don't like to learn English grammar, or don't like to speak in English. Rather, they only like to get A+ in English. But this is a fact. So that's why that teacher does not enjoy teaching English. This is a problem. The last point. I should stop here. The last point is what I have written. This is educating. This point is very common. Educating means I need to be targeted how amount of knowledge, how amount of information I will give you in the class. I need to budget. This is called syllabus plan, this is called lecture plan, this is called lesson plan as well. In the class, before starting today's online class, I have made a plan that if any student delays to join with me, I will discuss the topic. Otherwise, I couldn't. Okay, so this is the ending of being a good teacher in the classroom. I think I can now